Before the video starts, make sure to join the Discord. We've got over 150 members. It is growing. All the news in there. Subscriber League, AFL Hangout. Let's get into today's video. Hey guys, what is up and welcome to the last game of the Subscriber League for round number 3. It is the Wolves. It is the Sharks. Now this is the most interesting game of the season, I would say so far. Both teams 1-1. And it should lead to something big. So let's have a look at the results for round number 3 so far. We had on Thursday the Panthers losing to the Tornadoes, who will now go to top of the ladder just behind the Thunder, who also won yesterday over the Vikings in a very solid performance. They're playing some really good footy. But this is the most interesting clash of the week. Both teams are 1-1. Whoever wins this goes 2-1 and will secure a top 3 spot to end round number 3. A lot on the line here. The Sharks will be traveling to play the Wolves at Metricon Stadium. So let's have a look at the Sharks lineup. Coming off an impressive win last week. Basically a come from behind win over the Vikings. It was a really good performance from the Sharks, where they basically came out. They did fall behind to the Vikings, and then, the Vikings were the informed team at this stage, and then they just followed up with a really nice win. Jake Earl was impressive. Garrett Senior's impressive. Been playing some really good footy, but they're going to have their work cut out in today's video, going up against the Wolves, who had that really disappointing ending to last game. They had an opportunity to win the game. They couldn't get the job done. This is the lineup that the Wolves will be rolling with as they get ready to take on the Sharks. So the Wolves got the home ground advantage. Both teams have a lot to prove. The Wolves are coming off, like I said, that most disappointing performance. The disappointing result after the sign, and the Sharks had that really good performance. I'm sure we're going to gauge where these teams are at when this video finishes. I can't wait to get into it. It's the Sharks. It's the Wolves from Metricon Stadium. Let's round out the round number 3 for the Sub-League. So last game of the Subscriber League for round number 3. It's been a pretty good round so far. We've had some nice wins from teams. And we're here at the lovely Metricon Stadium to close out the Subscriber League for another round. What a round of football. We're now into round 3. Basically the teams in the actual league is actually starting to take shape. We see the Wolves here. The Wolves will be desperate for a win. They won their first game on Metricon Stadium, but after that performance last week against the Tornadoes, where they were defeated on the siren, they definitely will want to get the win. And the Sharks had a really nice win as well over the... I think it was the Vikings at home. So this is my most anticipated clash of the week. We've got the 1-1. Both teams are 1-1. Whoever wins this game will move to 2-1 and will be equal top of the ladder. The Thunder are just rolling at the minute as we see the Sharks here getting ready to go. Here come the Wolves out to their home ground. They're looking good. I really like their jerseys. I love the design of the Wolves jersey. Now, they were defeated last week by 1 single point, so... definitely expecting them to come out this week and definitely perform. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to get in the Discord. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm also going to be doing streams on probably Friday nights now, maybe. It'll either be Friday nights or Thursday nights, depending on what the go is and what I'm playing at the time. Because I'd love to do streams for you. I'd love to really do this kind of stuff. I'm having a lot of fun as we see Marcus Bontempelli and Lockie Neal meet for this 4:45 clash, this Twilight clash. Here we go. It is the Wolves. It is the Sharks. Let's close out round number 3. Close out another week of the Subscriber League. If you're not in the NBA Subscriber League, make sure to get involved. That is going to be big as well. Here we go. Razor Ray to get us underway. Whoever wins this will move to 2-1 on the season. Don't really know where these teams are at the minute as we see the Wolves get the center clearance. Beautiful punch down from the Sharks. Look at that spin. Whoever that was elite. And beautiful kick here, but the Wolves back up. So the Wolves did beat the Panthers. And then they had an opportunity to beat the Tornadoes. They probably should have beat the Tornadoes, but they were just beaten in a very close game. They were beaten basically on the siren. But you see Unlikely Odin just load up from outside 50, gets the right bounce and kicks an absolute beauty. He kicked a really nice goal last week, Unlikely Odin, and he's got one today. Big goal there from Odin. And they are away here. Look at this beautiful goal from Unlikely Odin. You love to see it. He's actually coming on really strong. He's a definite chance for the full forward All-Australian. Beautiful goal there from Unlikely Odin. Let's watch this one again. Look at the bounce, though. How does this bounce through? He'd be loving that. Back in the middle we go. Back in the middle we go. Razor Ray bounces the ball. Ball goes down. Opportunity for the Wolves once again. They've struck early on and they're looking pretty good. As you see here, I think this might be Jimmy Hurd. Runs in. It is James Hurd. And he kicks another goal for the Wolves. They're off to a perfect start here. 2-12, play 0. Good opening start from the Wolves. I mean, they had that disappointing loss last week. I'm interested to see how they back this up. And I tell you what, they are looking very strong in the minute. But the Vikings did this against the Sharks also. And then the Sharks bounced back. So you can't really, pick it. You can't really pick in the first term. I mean, we had the Vikings in round 1. That was just unbelievable. The highest score in the subscriber league is 101. I'm pretty sure. As you see, Tom Seal, beautiful kick inside. Just misses the target, but they've got the opportunity. They've got the numbers here, the Wolves. And their handballing is just on point at the minute. James Hurd goes back. Now, that's what the Vikings were doing yesterday. They were over handballing. That was a good... basically some good evidence of just some beautiful handballing as Cade Robertson here takes the mark for the Sharks, decides to switch in ball, dangerous kick, and Lachie Neale, the captain for the Wolves, he takes the mark. What's everyone's ratings been of the the skippers? What's your ratings on them through the subscriber league? Unlikely Odin, beautiful movement from the Wolves, and the King takes the mark. Lachie Neale kicked it to Unlikely Odin on the lead. He hits the King, and he can go back and kick the Wolves' third goal. The Sharks are in a bit of trouble here, and he snuck it home. So 3 early goals here for the Wolves. Things are looking, ominous, but I definitely feel like the Sharks will respond. Let's get behind this, and let's have a look how beautiful this looks going through. I'm actually enjoying AFL Evolution. Look at this go straight through the middle. Beautiful goal there. 3 straight 18, plays 0. Back in the center we go. Look at the 2 little small rucks. Don't know what's going on there, but the Wolves just have the answers in the middle at the minute. The Sharks handball backwards. Unlikely Odin been absolutely everywhere so far in this game. He gets tackled, and the ball fires back out. Here go the Sharks. Get out of my way, he says. Now, that is some good handballing from the Sharks. And I tell you what, this is going to result in a goal. Runs in, and hits the post. Gary Ablett Sr. Pretty sure he's leading the J21 subscriber league. Leading goal kicker as he hits the post there. 1 behind, plays 18. We had the Vikings who were leading by 23 points in the last video who gave up a lead, and that's a dangerous kick as Jaden White here takes the mark. Jaden White can go back and kick the Sharks' first goal. This would be good. I mean, Gary Ablett Sr. probably should have went in and kicked that goal. Jaden White lines up, and I'll tell you, he's also missed. So 2 early misses to the Sharks. They definitely should have been on 2 goals here. Gary Ablett Sr. and Jaden White both missed. So to bring it in here come the Wolves. Let's see what they decide to do. Dangerous, very dangerous. Decides to switch it back in. Now, they can clear this. I don't think they're gonna, but that's a strong mark there from Jake's Y2. YT, sorry, he takes a strong mark, and here go the Wolves. They're over handballing here. They're trying to get the ball out of their back line, and we are going to have a ball up in the Sharks forward 50. Here we go. Comes down. Ball goes down. Here go the Wolves. They go up the middle of the ground. Can they get another break here? Look at the little FIFA work. And now 1 out is the King. Can he take another mark here? Almost gets it with the one hand. Ball goes down and snaps towards goal. And I tell you what, after the Sharks miss all them goals, Hamish McLeod makes them pay, and he kicks a massive goal for the Wolves. Their lead balloons out to 22 points. Here we go. 22-point lead for the Wolves. Sharks need the next one, or this one is getting dangerous, and James Curtis takes the mark. Now, I did not expect this. I mean, I definitely feel like the Wolves are definitely going to be a tough team, and definitely a tough team to beat, just considering how good they were in round number 1. They should have won last week against the Tornadoes, and the Tornadoes are on top of the ladder as Akamanis leads away for the Wolves. And here goes James Hurd, comes through, cleans up, gets, the wrong bounce, and it goes through for a behind. James Hurd is having an absolute blinder at the minute. It is a 23-point lead to the Wolves early on in this quarter. Signs are looking very ominous for this Sharks team. They need the next goal, but I tell you what, they're not going to get it. And the snap, a beautiful goal from Nigel. I think he was the one who had the shot after the siren last week, and he kicks the 5th consecutive goal for the Wolves. Let's watch this again. This is definitely a contender for goal of the week. Now, there'll be a top 5 moments every single week now, so get ready for them. What a goal from Nigel. I'm definitely going to have to mark that down. That was absolutely ridiculous. 31 plays 2. It is a 29-point lead to the Wolves early on in this quarter. The Sharks need the next goal, and they might be able to get it through Gary Ablett Sr., who takes a strong mark. The first 5 goals on the board to the Wolves. They've definitely looked like the team today that I definitely felt like they were going to be. And Gary Ablett Sr., he misses again. So 3 behinds now. They've had 3 shots on goal, the Sharks, for 3 points. I don't think we've had this at all in the subscriber league. The Wolves bring it in. 24 minutes have gone off the clock. It is a 28-point lead to the Wolves, and they're looking good at the minute. I tell you what, James Hurd is running rampant. He's running back with the flight here. James Hurd takes the mark. He's definitely best on. Decides to play on. Don't know about that chip. And now the Sharks can go. That's a beautiful kick up the line. Almost an opportunity, but the Wolves back line is playing some really good footy at the minute, and it's a 28-point lead. Can the Sharks still win this? I want your guys' comments. Jake's actually had a few touches in this game. Decides to go up the line. Surely this doesn't result in another one for the Wolves. It's Netty takes the mark. Goes inside 50. They have another opportunity for a mark. Ball goes down. Does he decide to go off the ground? He doesn't. We're going to get a ball up through Hamish, who kicked that unreal goal, I think, before. 31 plays 3. The next goal would really hurt the Sharks. And they're charging out of the back line. Too many shrugs off. Probably should have just got rid of it. Lockie Neal gets buried in the turf. We need the Sharks to stand up. The ball gets snapped in. They definitely need something here. Dylan Robbo goes up. Actually, I think that might have been Jay Kerr. He actually goes up. But I tell you what, this Wolves defense is just holding on at the minute. And honestly, I don't really see where the goals are going to come for the Sharks at the minute. I definitely want them to get back in the game, though, because we haven't really had blowouts. James Hurd says, get out of my way. He's absolutely dominating in this game. Goes inside 50, and Jesse Pollard takes the mark to end the first quarter. What a quarter for the Wolves. They've come out. They've got a 28-point lead after last week, the disappointment losing after the siren. And they've got a big lead heading into the first quarter break. 5-1-31 the Wolves to the Sharks. 3 behinds. 5 inside 50s for 7. They've just been so efficient in this opening term. James Hurd is just running rampant. 6 disposals, 1 goal. Unlikely Odin's got 1. James Curtis has got 4 disposals. And Tom Seal has 3 goals. Over and looking at the Sharks, Brody Russell's got 4. Cade Robertson has 4. Gary Blett Sr.'s had 3. He's had 2 shots on goal. They've both been misses. Massive second quarter coming up for the Sharks. They need a response. I think if the Wolves get the next one, it's going to be incredibly tough for this Sharks team to bounce back in this second term. Second half is underway. Here we go. Razor Ray bounces the ball. Ball goes down. We need a big response out of the Sharks in this term. And can they bring it? Ball goes to the front of the contest. The Wolves' defense have been extremely good today. And I tell you what, they are playing some good footy. But the Sharks finally they're on the board. Hits the post, Dwayne. They've kicked 4 points in this game so far. They just cannot get on the board. 4 behinds, plays 5-1-31. Dangerous kick in, but Jason Ackermanis makes it look good. I don't really know. The Sharks have had the ball in their forward 50. It's just every time the Wolves move it forward, they just look dangerous. And you see here again, they just released. They got opportunity through Unlikely Odin. Says, get out of my way. Almost the mark there from Unlikely Odin. James Hurd's in the thick of it once again. He was best on ground in that first term. Here go the Wolves, though. They're just looking better at the minute. And they go up inside 50. Maybe this is the statement of the league. They roll around. Unlikely Odin says, get out of my way. Wolves players are there off the ground. I'll tell you what, they're going to get another one here. They're going to get another one here, and they do through the King. They are well and truly away in this game. It is a 33-point game. Look at the behinds for the Sharks. They've had their opportunities. It's just the Wolves that is playing some great footy. James Hurd out of the middle again, but a strong mark there from Toysman. He had to settle, and he did. He takes a good mark. He goes up the line. Dangerous kick. Here go the Wolves, though. Can they get another one? This game could be well and truly over. Chip over the top. To Connor Lane. He just has to settle here. He can switch the play if he wants. Decides to go up the middle. That is dangerous yet again. The Wolves are just winning these contests. They're winning these contests. Almost in the back. Off the ground once again. Surely they don't go off the ground again. They do. This could go through for a goal. It does. Hamish McLeod kicks another. And the Sharks have got their backs against the wall. They've conceded the first 7 goals in this game. I definitely did not see this coming. And I tell you what, guys, if the Sharks don't get the next one, this game could be over. It is a 39-point lead to the Wolves. How much did the Vikings win? And I think the highest score was like 104. It is looking dangerous at the minute. Because I tell you what, the Wolves are going to get another one. They're going to get another one, and they do through Luke Gatehouse. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. This has never happened. Has not happened in the subscriber league. 49 plays 4. 45-point lead to the Wolves. This is the statement, and Nathan throws the ball. Free kick to the Wolves in the middle. They decide to play on. Get out of my way, they say. Beautiful handballing. They are just piling it on at the minute, and they are just playing textbook footy as It's Netty takes a strong mark, and he can go back and give them a 51-point lead, if you don't mind. I said they were going to come out and bring a big response, and they've kicked the first 9 goals of this subscriber league match. The Sharks have it all to do. This is just crazy. This is absolutely crazy. 9-1-55 plays 4 behinds. The Sharks need something. James Hurd has dominated in this game. They haven't even kicked a goal yet, the Sharks. Surely they can't go an entire half without kicking a goal. It's not happened in the subscriber league. Gary Blett Sr.'s got the ball. He's got Jay Kerr if he wants to use him. Gary Blett Sr.'s going to wind up. Decides to wind up. Jay Kerr should mark this. He doesn't. Gary Blett Sr., it bounces through. Good shepherd there. And finally the Sharks get on the board. After being 51 points down It is a 45-point game. Can they get back into this? Now, just a few goals before halftime will make it interesting. Out of the middle they go again. Can they get on a roll here? High tackle from James Curtis. Free kick to the Sharks. Nice chip in. And they've got an opportunity to get their second goal in a row. It is a 45-point game. 55 plays 10. Nice chip over the top. But interception here from James Curtis, who makes up for his high tackle. He decides to switch the play. Nice kick out to Akamanis. Can't take the mark. Out to goes James Hird. Now, James Hird has just been unbelievable in this game. The next goal would hurt, and the Wolves are running through the middle here. Jason Akamanis loads up to the goal square. One out in the goal square, and Iron takes the mark. Iron should go back and kick this goal. Now, I know I've got to change a few names, so I definitely will do that in the next round, so don't stress. But Iron's going to kick this. He's going to kick another one. He does. It is a 51-point game. Back out to 51 points. This has a blowout written all over it. I can't believe this. 10 goals to 1. Who would have picked this after Sharks beat the Vikings last week? This is absolutely crazy. And I mean, this is a massive percentage boost if they can hold on here, the Wolves, and go on to win by even more. 51-point lead to the Wolves. 61 plays 10. Ball goes down. Lachie Neale decides not to pick that ball up, and the Wolves have the numbers, and we're going to get a ball up here around 55 meters out from the Sharks goal. They definitely need the next one if they're going to be any chance, and it just does not look likely because I tell you what, James Hird is just having the game of his life in this series. 51-point lead to the Wolves. 22 minutes have gone on the clock. 10-goal opening half. Is that the most goals that's been kicked in the subscriber league? Can we get that made out? Can someone please let me know if that's the case? Off the ground goes the Sharks. Can Marcus Bontempelli get there? He can't. Ball goes down. Bontempelli picks it up, chips it over the top. They've got the opportunity here to get a goal before halftime. The Sharks go off the ground. Gary Ablett, he's been their only shining light in this game, and he kicks off the ground and kicks his second. So they get their second of the game. Gary Ablett Sr. gets his second, and the Sharks manage to kick 2 goals in this term. But I mean, it's just a massive lead. It is absolutely huge at the minute. And out of the middle, Lachie Neale says, get out of the way. Goes inside 50. Surely the Wolves don't respond, and Toysman takes a strong mark. Their backline has been under enormous amounts of pressure in this game. Strong mark there from Connor Lane. Let's see if Connor Lane decides to switch inboard. That's dangerous. It's very dangerous. It does not come off. Here go the Wolves, but can the Sharks get one more before halftime? Ball goes up the line. Almost the mark there for the Wolves, and the Sharks are out the back here. But look at the backline presence from the Wolves. Chips it and decides to switch. I mean, they've got to kick a goal here, the Sharks, and Jay Kerr can provide that. He can't take the mark as AFL footy comes up big, and that could almost finish this opening half. Wow. If someone said to me that one team would be 61 and the other would be 16, I would not believe it. That is a dangerous kick. Very dangerous from the Wolves. It's not going to come off, and Jay Kerr should kick this goal. He gets tackled, but off the ground goes Mark Rasciuto. That is a big goal there. I think they've kicked the last 2 goals now, the Sharks. Now, I'm not saying the comeback is out of realm of possibilities, but that is a massive goal before halftime. And just to decrease the margin, if the Wolves get one here, this would hurt. And a strong mark there from Jesse Pollard. That should almost be it, I reckon. 22 plays 61. Ball goes in. Nigel takes the mark if he moves this on quick. It's going to be a long quarter, just considering there's been a lot of goals kicked in this entire half, in this quarter as well. 61 plays 22. Nigel, 55 meters out. What is he going to do here? Is he going to unload with the torp? Decides to go to the contest, and Pollard has the siren sounded. 39-point lead to the Wolves. They led by as much as 51 points in that quarter. The Sharks definitely fought back. They needed to fight back. 10-1, 61 the Wolves to the Sharks. 3-4-22. It is crazy what is happening in this game. Honestly, did not see this happening considering what basically had gone on last week. I thought this was the most interesting game of the round. But look at the Wolves. Come out, 10 goals in the opening half. 10-1, 61 to 3-4-22. James Hird has been unreal. He's had 9. Tom's had 7. James Curtis has had 5. We look at the Sharks. Cade Robertson's had 8. Gary Ablett Sr.'s had 6 and 2 goals. Brody Russell's had 4. As we look at the disposals before we get into the second half. Wow. What a half of football. I honestly did not pick that. I feel like both teams, were equally matched. They definitely are equally matched, but this Wolves team, my God, maybe they're the team to beat in the league. As you see, we go down here and have a look at the disposals. What did you guys think of that opening half? I definitely did not expect it. 5-goal quarters from the Wolves, from both quarters. Only a 3-goal quarter there from the Sharks. Lisa on the board. Massive second quarter coming up. Second half, massive. I mean, the Sharks get blown out. The Wolves are going to get a massive percentage increase. But if the Sharks can get the job done and get back within, I'd say, 20 points before three-quarter time, they're genuine a chance. It'd be the biggest comeback ever, 51 points in the subscriber league. Let's get into the second half. Here we go. The start of the second half, this twilight game. And wow, what a surprise this has been. The Wolves are definitely putting a stamp on this competition. Beautiful handball goes out. Their ball movement has just been beautiful, professional, elite. And you see here again, they've just got the numbers out the contest. Unlikely Odin can get there. He gets tackled. He's already got one goal, and that's a strong tackle there. We're going to get a ball up. If the Wolves get the first goal, I mean, it's going to be incredibly tough for this Sharks team. And Unlikely Odin gets a high tackle. He is in range here. I think he is in range. He kicked a massive goal in the first quarter from here. He kicked 3 goals last week. He's starting to come into his own, being the premier forward of the league. And no one's on the goal line, and he hits the post. Hits the post. It is a 40-point lead to the Wolves. I think that was the King. I thought that was Unlikely Odin. It was actually the King. As you see here, running along. Opportunity here for the Wolves. Can they get an intercept? The Sharks go off the ground. They just need to settle here. Unlikely Odin implies a strong tackle. Snap towards goal, and that is going to hurt. That is going to hurt. Tony kicks the goal. Tony Marone kicks the goal. It is ballooned back out to 46 points. What a performance. I mean, this is probably the best performance I've seen since the performance basically by the Vikings in round 1. This has just been unreal. What is it? It's a 46-point lead now. As James Hird gives away the free kick. James Hird has been unreal in this game. Nice mark there from Brodie Russell. Decides to play on and kick the goal. So, they definitely needed that. They definitely needed that goal there. I mean, it's only 40 points. I mean, I say it's only 40 points, but this did blow out to 50. What was it? 51 points. But the Wolves are just looking so good. The highest score I think was 104. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the subscriber league, strong mark there from Toysman. He's been good today. He's been under enormous amounts of pressure from the Wolves' defense as Bontempelli takes the mark, decides to play on, switch up the line. Opportunity here for the Sharks. That's almost the mark there. They've got the numbers if they can go off the ground. They don't. And we're going to get a throw in the ball here from Dwayne. I definitely thought they were going to ball the ball up there, but they don't. The ball goes inside 50 for the Wolves. They have another opportunity here. They are just peppering the inside 50s, and you know when that happens, if you just keep peppering, something good is going to happen. Something big is going to happen. Lockie Neal gets tackled. That should have been holding the ball, but they say just the ball up here. 40-point lead to the Wolves. That's got to be deliberate out of bounds, and that should be a free kick. And I think that's going to go the way of the Wolves. So a free kick to the Wolves. Go inside 50 here. Got to get a hand up, and Oliver Smith comes across and takes a strong mark. He decides to switch to play. That's a nice-looking kick to Cade. Cade can play on if he wants. Decides to go up the middle. Dangerous, but strong mark there from Jesse Pollard. He's been pretty good as well. He decides to go in board. That's dangerous. And the skipper from the Wolves cuts it off. He decides to launch it back inside 50. Almost the mark there. I mean, the Sharks defense is holding up as Jack gives away the free kick. They are definitely holding up. They're trying. I mean, they're definitely trying they're under enormous amounts of pressure. And I'll tell you what, James Hird could almost get another one here. He gets tackled. That's got to be holding the ball. It is. Cade gets tackled holding the ball. They're trying to do a little bit too much here, the Sharks. They're trying to get themselves back in the game. But another goal should be coming up here for the Wolves. This is to get it back to 46 points. And they have kicked the goal. So It's Netty kicks another one. I think he's kicked 2 now. It's Netty. And that one hurts. He's kicked 2. And now the lead balloons back out. This could be the biggest defeat of the season so far. 46 points. I don't know how much the Vikings actually won. At three-quarter time, I'm going to check that out. Because the Wolves are rolling at the middle. And It's Netty can kick his 3rd. Can kick his 2nd in the matter of seconds. They are absolutely on top here. Surely the Sharks can fight back. It just does not look likely. I mean, this Wolves team have just been so professional. I expected a bounce back. That's not going to make the distance. And a nice mark there from Connor Lane. Now, Connor Lane just has to settle. Decides to switch in. Dangerous kick. Wolves have the numbers at the ground. Off the ground they go. Off the ground. Throwing the ball. It's Netty. We're going to get a free kick to the Sharks. Their backline, like I said, have been under enormous amounts of pressure. And they almost give away another goal here. They get a free kick. Decide to switch the play. Nice mark there from Will. Will decides to switch. Dangerous kick again. I mean, the Sharks are trying stuff. I mean, they definitely need to try stuff. They're 46 points down, but that's dangerous. And I tell you what, Jason Ackermanis applies a strong tackle. Sharks can go off the ground here. They decide not. James Hird. Look at the handball from Hird. Look at the chip. No 15. Play on. Wolves have the numbers. They've got the numbers, but the Sharks can release, and that is some beautiful play there. That's another interception, though. And we're going to get another ball up here. They just can't get out of their back 50. Shark players and fans, I did not see this coming. I can tell you that right now. I definitely thought this game was going to be much, much closer. But this Wolves team have come to play. And they're going to get another one here. Hamish kicks another one. It's back out to a 52-point lead. Biggest lead of the match. Like I said, at 3/4 time, we're going to find out how much the Vikings won in round number 1. This is absolutely huge. Can it blow on out again? And they are just not stopping here. The avalanche has continued. Jack takes a strong mark for the Sharks. Can they just get some respect back on the scoreboard? I mean, Bontempelli's been nowhere to be seen in this game. The Wolves just look so strong. And look at that kick. My God, are the Wolves favourites now? I mean, Thunder have not lost the game. Tornadoes are 2-1. Now, the Tornadoes beat the Wolves, but the Tornadoes were blown out by the Vikings. So it just can go either way as Jesse Pollard takes a strong mark. And we'll see what he decides to do with the ball. He decides to chip up the line. Finally, get it past their halfway 50, I'd say. And this ball should go out of bounds. It's actually no prior. Be careful of the deliberate out of bounds here. And they're going to get it again almost. Get out of my way, he says. Switches the ball back into play. Beautiful Metricon Stadium. Look how many people around this ball. And somehow the Wolves almost come up with it. But the Sharks can go inside 50. Nice kick. Oliver Smith, if he didn't go to ground here, he could probably play on and keep going, keep following it on. Oliver Smith, nice chip. That is better play from the Sharks. I mean, they're definitely trying. I think this might be, I don't know who that one is off the ground, but Sharks should get a goal here. They should get a goal here, and Jay Kerr's going to get it. He kicks the goal. Jay Kerr's been nowhere to be seen in this game. Unlikely Odin and Jay Kerr going head-to-head as the premier forwards as they get a nice goal here, the Sharks, to make the scoreboard look a little bit more respectful. 80 plays 34. At 3/4 time, we're checking the scoreboards. We're going to check the Vikings and see how big their win was, and we'll see if the Wolves can actually beat that in the final term. I mean, they put on 80 points as Lachie Neale gets a free kick. Lachie Neale's been good. He's been good all season, and he hits up. Unlikely Odin can't take the mark, but they're going to apply a tackle here, and they should get a goal. King can't get it. Almost opportunity. Their defense has been pretty good in this quarter, the Sharks. They've definitely held up. They've been under so much pressure. Can they get one more goal? But the siren sounds. So interesting. 46-point lead to the Wolves. It's been one-way traffic in this game. I mean, the Sharks are under so much pressure. Their backs are really good in that possession as we head into 3/4 time. 13-80, the Wolves to the Sharks. 5-4, 34, 27. Look at the oh my God. The inside 50s. 27 inside 50s to 14. Crazy. James Hird has 10 disposals, probably been best on ground. Hamish McLeod's been good with the 3 goals. Cade Robertson's got 9. Connor Lane's got 7. Brody Russell's got 7. Gary Blitz Sr.'s kicked 2, Brody Russell's kicked 1, and Mark Rashudo has got 1 for the Sharks. Now, I said I wanted to check the scores from last week. From round 1. So it was the Vikings. Now, I know this is pre-recorded, so I don't know if you guys know that, but in the chat, if you already brought it up, I'm sorry. But the Vikings won 103 to 56. So that was, what, a 47-point win, if I'm corrected? 47 points. So 47 points. So if the Wolves can come over the top and win this by more than 47 points, then they are in some big trouble. The Sharks are in big trouble, conceding the biggest score in the league and basically what the league has seen. But I have got faith in the Sharks to respond. They've only kicked the 5 goals for the game, and I feel like they definitely will. So let's get into this final term. It's been pretty tough for the Sharks, pretty tough going in this game. The Wolves have just been a step above. Let's get into this final term. Final term here. The pain for the Sharks is almost over. 80 plays 34, and final quarter is underway, and the Sharks going to set in clearance. So I'm interested to see how they finish this game off. Can they just put some respect on this scoreboard? So like I said, 47 points was the biggest margin. It's currently 46, and unlikely Odin, my God, what a mark. Chips it over the top. Almost an opportunity here for the Wolves. And a throwing the ball is Hamish McLeod there. Bit off a little bit more than he can chew. And it's a 46-point lead to this Sharks, to this Wolves team. So 47 is the highest. Can the Sharks keep it under 47? It's currently 46, so they're definitely pushing it. Unlikely Odin gets tackled off the ground. Go the Wolves, and I'll tell you what, they're getting another one here. They're going to get another one. Beautiful kick, and Jono slams it home. It's out to 52 points. That is big. That is absolutely big in the grand scheme of things, because now they've got the biggest lead of the subscriber league, 52 points. Can they extend it? Can they just keep going? Lachie Neale. Can the Sharks just fight back? Jono just kicked the last goal. Spoils it down. Can James Hird get over there to help? James Hird doesn't. And we're going to get a ball up. 52-point lead as Unlikely Odin comes to the bench. What a game it's been from the Wolves. What a statement on the league. They have definitely came out and definitely proven that they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. 2-1 now. They've not lost at home. That is a dangerous kick. And they're just piling it on at the minute. 52-point lead. Can the Sharks get it under 47? Strong mark there from AFL footy. I mean, their backline have just not even been under any pressure in this game. Jay Kerr applies a lovely smother there. You see, he get out of my way, says the Wolves. Nice intercept. This all started with Jay Kerr. Can it finish with Jay Kerr? It's not going to this time, though, because I actually might. It's going to finish with Jay Kerr, and he kicks the goal. So that is, I mean, Jay Kerr deserves that. After that nice little smother and tackle he applied on, he kicks his second goal of the game. And more importantly, it's back to 46 points. Can they keep it under 46? Lachie Neale says, get out of my way. Goes out of the middle. Here come the Wolves to extend their lead once again, but a nice mark there from Will. He takes a strong mark. 46-point lead. The highest score that's been kicked is 103. I'm pretty sure in this game. And I'm pretty sure that the Wolves should be able to hold on. The highest score. I mean, it's definitely looking dangerous that the Sharks can hold off this highest score. It's definitely looking dangerous. Nice spoil there. Lachie Neale's been really good in this game. James Hird, though, really set the tone as the ball goes out of bounds. So another round is going to come to an end. What did you guys think? Who is the mover? I mean, the Tornadoes are 2-1. The Thunder 2-0. They're undefeated. The Wolves have come out and just put this performance on, being absolutely unreal. They've got the 86 points so far. They're closing in on 100, as that's a strong mark there from Jono. Jono, let's see what he does. Can he go inside 50? Nice chip. I mean, their ball movement has just been elite. Luke Gatehouse decides to play on, decides to switch it inboard. Look at this ball spinning in the right ways, and Nigel takes the mark. Nigel can put this lead out to back to 52 points. Wow, I mean, they've been extremely impressive. And Nigel lines up, not going to get the distance, but the forwards are there, and Jesse Pollard takes a good mark for the Sharks. He decides to chip it. Dangerous kick, though. That's just been the story of the day by the Sharks. Some dangerous kicks. They've tried to take the game on. It hasn't really worked for them, and it's a 46-point lead to the Wolves. Back in the 50 we go. Ball goes down. Marcus Bontempelli can't get away, and that's a high tackle from Tom. And the Sharks can settle. So 47 points is the highest. We do know this. We've been talking about this for a while. So let's see if the Sharks can hold it off. James Hird is lurking. And I tell you what, the Wolves players are lurking as well. They've got the numbers. Beautiful tackle there from Hird, but it's in the back. And it's still 46 points. I mean, I definitely thought this had the potential to blow out to like 100 points. Luke Gatehouse snaps. What way is this going to bounce for Gatehouse? It's going to bounce the right way. Back out to 52 points. Luke Gatehouse kicks his second goal. Just dangerous. I mean, this Wolves team, I'd love to see. I need to see who actually is playing next week. Are the Wolves playing the Sharks? I need to actually go check this fixture out. Round number 4. So the Wolves and the Thunder. What a game that is going to be. That is going to be on Sunday. The undefeated Thunder going up against the 2-1 Wolves at Giants Stadium. That is going to be huge. Wow, that is going to be massive. I mean, that game is going to be big. The Bulls and the Vikings will meet next week on either Thursday or Friday. And then on Saturday, the Sharks and the Panthers will meet. So, Sharks can redeem themselves against the Panthers as Jay Kerr kicks his third goal of the game. That is going to be big for both teams. Jay Kerr's been pretty good in this second half. 7-4-46 to 15-2-92. 46-point lead to the Wolves. That's a big tackle from Lachie Neale. So, what a matchup that sets up. The Thunder and the Wolves. Probably the top two teams will go at it to basically prove who the best team in the comp is so far. The Panthers are still yet to win a game, so they'll be playing on Saturday against the Sharks. I'm expecting a massive response out of the Sharks. That one will be at Optus Stadium. Be interesting to see how the Panthers go. But you see here another goal coming up for the Wolves. It's all a little bit too easy at the minute. It extends back out to the big 52 points. And I feel like they're closing on the highest score and the highest lead. They need one more goal to get the highest score of the subscriber league and the biggest lead if they get one more, if the Sharks don't get one. Let's see if the Sharks can hold out. Wow, what a game. I mean, this has been absolutely unreal for the Wolves. And I tell you what, they are not stopping yet. They go inside 50. Beautiful kick. King can't get the mark. But out the back, they've got the numbers. And I tell you what, they're about to bring up the biggest score in the subscriber league. 104. Previously owned 103 by the Vikings. And the lead is out to 58 points. Unreal performance from the Wolves in this game. 58-point lead over the Sharks. 104 plays 46. Absolute dominance. Almost the mark there. Can the Sharks get one more off the ground? They should get another one here, the Sharks. And I tell you what, they're gonna get a goal here through Gary Senior. Brings this margin back to 52 points. Can they get one more goal just to stop the rot? I mean, they're losing by the biggest margin at the minute. The siren is going to be sounding very, very soon. The Sharks go forward. Can they get it back to 46 points? Can they get it back? I tell you what, they're going to get it back to 46. They did. They got it back to 46. That is big. That is absolutely big. I mean, I thought they're 1 point away from the biggest defeat. They were just down by 58 points, but now they can actually bring it back to 40 if they're smart. But no, the Wolves release. They go inside 50, and they got an opportunity to get another one here. The Wolves, 29 minutes have gone on the clock. There can't be long left. What a performance from the Wolves. They're about to close this game out. James Hird, and the siren sounds. What a big win from the Wolves. They get the job done. They just own this game, starting it off with a 10-goal opening half. And they go on to win this game. Big performance from the Wolves. They will go to either, I think it's first on the ladder now. They'll overtake the Thunder on first. And they set up a massive contest next week at 4:45 on Sunday between the two undefeated teams, the Thunder and the Wolves, down at Giant Stadium. The Sharks will take on the Panthers and the Bulls will take on the Vikings. But this is all about this. 17-104 the Wolves to the Sharks, 9-4-58. 35 inside 50s to 9, complete dominance. Let's check the stats. James Hird, 10 disposals. Lockie Neal, 9. Ryan Baines, 9. Hamish McLeod, kick 4 for the Wolves. That's crazy. DeKing, kick 3. And it's Nettie, kick 2. Heading over to the Sharks, Cade Robertson had 13. Connor Lane had 9. Jesse Pollard had 9. Basically all their defenders. Gary Blett Sr. kicked 3. Jay Kerr kicked 3. And Brody Russell kicked 1 for the Sharks. What a performance from the Wolves. Crazy. Round review will be coming, so there'll be a top 5, which you guys can vote on for the best for every single week, and then I'll probably announce it next week later as we go through the stats here for both teams. The Wolves just absolutely dominant. Almost the biggest lead, the biggest win in the subscriber league. The Sharks just held on for a 46-point loss as we look at the stats here and we go into the goals. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed round number 3. Round number 3 comes to an end. It was very enjoyable. These are all the goal kickers. If you need to get them down, need to pause the video and have a look as we close the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Another round is in the books. We begin round 4 next week at Adelaide Oval between the Bulls and the Vikings, so that should be good. Both teams coming off a loss. Vikings have lost 2 in a row, so I'm expecting them to respond. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the word around, because once the grand final week's going to come around, that is going to be absolutely massive. Round number 4 starts on either Thursday or Friday. We could even have a Wednesday night game, so you just never know. Get ready, and I'll see you guys in the round review tomorrow, so that should be really good as well. More importantly, guys, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next AFL Evolution 2 video.